Hey guys, welcome out to the shop today. As you can see here, I have got this huge carpenter's chest in here, and it looks like it needs a good restoration. Now, the way that I can tell that this is a carpenter's chest is I actually got it from the son of a man who actually built this to hold his own tools. And if we look inside, we can tell that at one point the owner was trying to build this to make it a hand tool chest. It has slots for the hand saws. The handsaw handles are supposed to go right here and here. And there is still actual writing on here from where he labeled it to where he wanted pieces to go. So right now you can see that the paint job that was done is in a green color. It looks pretty rough. I'm not planning on keeping it green. We have a latch, it looks like, used to go right here, and then they replaced it with just this little handle thing. I might be taking that off. And around on this side right here, you can see we got handle holes right here, maybe this one, or maybe there was a shelf in there. And then I have these little runners right here. I'm not too sure what this is for because it is on the side of the box, so maybe he had it tilted upwards. The entire box is made out of solid wood except for the top, and you can tell because it is peeling on the top right there, and also on this side it is starting to peel. So I'm going to look at that. This isn't really soft. It looks like it was a little bit wet at one time and it just started peeling. I might try to take it back a little bit and just leave it how it is. And the other side looks about like the right side. There's a couple handle holes right here, but there are no runners on this side, and this is a lot better condition than the right side of the box. Now we're on the inside of the box, and like I said, you have where your hand saws go. This is where your blades go into, and then you have one handle slot right here, and then the second one is right here. So I'm gonna be making some more of those, redoing those. And then in here, we can see that on this side of the box, there is an X right here, possibly for side one. If we go on this right side, you've got one X right here and one X right here. And you can see just below we have a pretty straight line for where there must have been a shelf wanting to go. So we're gonna try to reinstall a shelf. Now that we've gotten over what the original owner's site of was going to be with this, here is what I'm looking at. I want to have a rack right here that's going to be able to hold hand planes on here, or molding planes, and then in the lid I want to recreate the handsaw slots. I've got two handsaws right here, and then I want to have a spot for this gent saw. So now that we've got the plan laid out, I'm just going to have to start going with it and kind of see where it all flows together. So the first thing that I'm going to want to do with this is to get a rough sanding on it. I'm going to be using like an 80 grit and just go over the entire thing, try to get all the paint off and just see what I'm working with underneath. And then I'm going to come back and fill in all the different holes that are on here with some wood filler. So I went ahead and got all of the sanding done. I got the wood filler all sanded down and sanded the entire box up to 120 grit. I'm going to be working on the inside of the box now. Yes, right where she's going. So the inside of this box has a lot of different old stains in it from tools, oil, whatever was in here, it left its mark. So I don't want to get rid of that. I want to preserve that part of it. The outside was really dingy, beat up. It's got a bunch of dings and dents in it. I left all of those. I didn't smooth any of that out. All I did on the outside was cover up the holes so that nothing would be leaking into the inside of the box or able to get inside like bugs and stuff like that. But the inside of the box I want to preserve, and for that I'm going to just use some boiled linseed oil mixture and apply it to the whole inside. So this is just a wax that is actually going to be going all over it. I really want to protect the base of this. On the sides, I don't really need the protection like I really want for the base of it because I don't know exactly what I'm going to be sitting in there, and I really want the protection from the elements on the bottom. So on the sides, I'm just going to be using some of the regular boiled linseed oil and just letting it soak in through the inside of the box, and then I'll just do that a couple times and then we'll get the outside painted. I went ahead and measured a couple different hand planes, and I think the width of this I need is about 4 inches. So I'm going to make my mark. So now you can see I have the top and the bottom all repainted, and I ended up not doing anything with this section over here that was kind of tore up. After letting it sit here for about 2 weeks, it ended up drying out and everything felt pretty solid. So I went ahead and just painted over that as well. The wood underneath was really good and nothing is flaking off anymore. Anything that was flaking off, I went ahead and took care of and removed. And as before with the bottom of the chest, the whole thing got sanded down, all the paint removed, and then painted up the whole entire top. But now, having the top and the bottom done, I have to have some kind of way to open and close it. When I first got this, it had some really ugly hinges on it, so I went ahead and bought some new hinges. And only if I knew where those were. Oh, they were sitting here the whole time. That's pretty funny. I went ahead and bought these black T-hinges because I thought the black would really be a nice accent to the white. Although these are going to be on the back of the box, I figured that they would be a nice little color change. And after we got the handsaw handle locks all installed, we are completely done now. The tool chest is finished. Now there's always room for improvement, and that's kind of what I'm looking at right now. I've got the hand plane holder. And then up top I have the spot for the handsaws, which I think I might be able to fit a smaller, like a gent saw right in that area, or possibly right in that area, but I haven't put that in yet. I was also thinking about putting the little shelf up over top of this hand plane, but I don't think that's gonna give too much room. So I'm kind of looking at other options. I also have a lot of room right up here in the front, and I don't really know what to do with this area. Possibly make like a chisel rack on there or something like that to store some chisels. But overall, there's a lot of room in this tool chest. There's a spot for handles over there. You can see where one was right there and the other one was right there. And we got two on the same side. I, however, didn't really want to add handles because when you have handles on there, it really bumps into other things. You can't push your chest all the way up against the wall because you have a handle there. So you always have that space on the side. Overall, I'm really happy with the outcome of this tool chest. If you guys have suggestions on things to put in there, things I kind of overlooked maybe, let me know, leave them in the comment section down below. I really want to go ahead and try to improve this and work off of this. This is just a chest that I picked up. It was going towards a carpentry chest. You could tell because of the handsaws and stuff like that, but it never got to that point. It maybe just turned into a blanket chest. But you guys could even take a blanket chest and turn it into a tool chest. It's so easy to do. All you would have had to do is add this little bar right there. And that's the only thing extra that was on this before I added the handsaw locks and the place for the hand planes. Hope you guys enjoyed this whole little refurbishment of this tool chest, restoration, whatever you want to call it. I enjoyed it. I think it turned out pretty good. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit that thumbs up button. If you guys are new, hit the subscribe button. Check out all my other videos. Check out the restoration playlist, my latest restoration, the table saw. Also make sure to stop and check out my latest video on how I remove rust off of metal now. I used a product called Metal Rescue and it worked fantastic. It's a great addition to your shop. Go ahead, check that out. Go check them out on Amazon. Buy some of their products. Guys, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in the next video.